Global labor market has run a massive experiment in human narrowing. We traded broad capabilities for deep, isolated expertise. Today, that experiment is over. The highly expensive, singular career path is a strategic dead end. We built our lives around the I-shaped career model. Professionals sink decades of education, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and countless hours of repetitive toil into constructing one deep, narrow pillar of expertise, locking themselves inside rigid corporate silos. For the vast majority of human history, this was not how we worked. During periods like the Renaissance and the Islamic Golden Age, the pursuit of knowledge was an integrative act. Fluid, multidisciplinary thinking was the baseline for anyone driving progress. Then came industrialization. The factory floor demanded sheer, repetitive efficiency over holistic thought. We experienced a rapid erasure of polymathic traits as the economy reorganized to treat humans as single-function gears in a larger machine. We deliberately trained ourselves to behave exactly like highly specialized machines, and by reducing our cognitive value to narrow, repetitive tasks, we perfectly primed ourselves for actual machines to replace us. There is a popular misconception that artificial intelligence operates as a broad, generalized assistant. In reality, large language models are the ultimate relentless hyper-specialists. They target a specific vulnerability, explicit knowledge. If your expertise can be written down in a manual, coded into a script, or explained through procedural instructions, its market value is rapidly approaching zero. The macroeconomic data confirms this shift. According to the International Monetary Fund, nearly 40% of global jobs are currently exposed to AI-driven disruption, mutating standard job requirements and evaporating the financial premium on conventional expertise. If your entire professional moat relies on retrieving and applying documented facts, you have already lost the war against language models. A trending piece of advice circulating right now suggests the solution is simply to become a generalist, someone who knows a little about a lot, and let the software handle the deep specifics. Trying to out-generalize an entity that has ingested the entirety of human documentation is a losing strategy. It requires competing on the exact turf where the machine has maximum leverage. The actual counter-strategy lies in tacit judgment. True human expertise is not found in a textbook. It is embodied wisdom, the subtle navigation on intersubjective empathy, and the seasoned gut feeling an expert develops after years of handling messy edge cases. This chart shows AI performance gains across different skill levels. Novices experience a massive, immediate output spike, but for top-tier experts, the curve flatlines. The algorithm merely distributes average human output to beginners. It offers nothing to top performers whose value operates tacitly. AI hits an impenetrable wall when it encounters what researchers call the feeling economy. Our uncodifiable, complex human judgment remains the only defensible territory we have left. Maintaining that territory requires protecting our cognitive sovereignty. We are observing a silent failure mode in modern workplaces where professionals are quietly surrendering their intellectual independence. It happens through mechanisms like the Google effect, our tendency to forget information we can easily retrieve, and prompt lock, where we reduce complex, nuanced problems into simple text box inputs, entirely bypassing the friction of original thought. When you remove productive struggle from your daily routine, your neural architecture atrophies. You strip away your ability to reason through a problem from scratch. Humans are transitioning into passive, disskilled monitors, and when these monitors inevitably hit the jagged frontier, the boundary where an AI model confidently hallucinates a completely incorrect answer, they lack the foundational skills to intervene. By eagerly outsourcing our thinking to machines for the sake of short-term efficiency, we are actively discarding the exact cognitive asset that gives us economic value. The professionals surviving this transition are adopting a new morphology. They are neo-generalists, hybrid workers who merge deep, localized specialization with rapid, cross-disciplinary adaptability. The I-shaped career is dead. The resilient architecture is a T-shape or pie shape. The vertical bar is your depth, a fortress of tacit judgment for handling extreme edge cases. The horizontal bar is your breadth, using AI to operate far outside your core expertise. You build a protected citadel of deep, irreplaceable human judgment, while using AI agents to pave roads into every other discipline. To execute this without losing your cognitive sovereignty, you have to adopt the Sovereign Protocol, a strict operational manifesto for protecting your mind from algorithmic absorption. This requires instituting regular AI fasting periods to maintain your manual skills. It means keeping strict directorial control over the final output, and treating these models as tools to amplify your wisdom, never as substitutes for your own judgment. We see the pinnacle of this approach in leaders who synthesize philosophy with complex systems engineering. They understand that grounding technology in messy, day-to-day human reality is infinitely more valuable than writing flawless, isolated code. The narrow, industrialized career path has run course. The era of the polymath has returned, armed with algorithmic leverage. You face a binary choice: rebuild your mind to master the machine, or let it do your thinking until it realizes it no longer needs you.